Hey everybody, it's Greg. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. Thursday, September the 5th. Listen, Elton John, Crocodile Rock. Two reasons why I'm playing this today. Well, three. It's a great song. Also, I forgot to mention yesterday that one of my favorite people in the entire world, Steve Earle. Yesterday was his anniversary. He died 18 years ago. And I miss Steve Irwin. I loved his enthusiasm. He loved nature. He loved life. Crikey. Remember him? Crikey. Crikey. Oh, she's a beauty. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, that Croc. I love her. Anyway, so I miss Steve Irwin. And it was so odd how he died too, right? He did die, but in a rock or an alligator, poisonous snake. He was sort of out of his element. He was in the water, and uh, he got pierced in the heart by a stingray. And what a sad thing. He was only 44. I mean, he would have been 62 years old this year. Still young. It's, I, I can't believe it's 18 years. You know, I remember that morning when I heard about Steve Owen died. He's really huge in Australia. They have statues of him, stamps. I heard that he was going to be on the currency too. Forget Queen Elizabeth, put the crocodile hunter on here. As he should be. He did a lot for the Australian Zoo. My brother and his wife were in Australia not long ago, and they were there at the Australian Zoo, and they know what a big influence Steve Irwin had, and still does have. His son, uh, Robert, is kind of taking over for him there, and he had a daughter, Bindi, and of course his wife. So, uh, Ike, we still miss Steve Irwin. And the other reason I'm playing Crocodile Rock today is because Elton John, apparently if he's ill, he's got some sort of a infection that is affecting his vision. And well, a couple things. I think there's a new documentary out about Elton John that's coming out, and it's supposed to be premiered, I believe, in Toronto soon. And he's supposedly going to be there. So we'll see. He's got a new book coming out too, later on in September. It's his a great book that he wrote called Me, all about his life and his career. Best-selling book. If you ever get a chance to read it, do it. It's not only a really fascinating look behind the scenes at the music industry and show business in general, but it's so well written, and it's a page turner. You can't put it down. You know, it's uh it's really well written. Apparently he wrote it himself. So no ghostwriter. So but his new book coming out at the end of the month. It's about his tour. Elton John was on the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road farewell tour, and it went on for like over 3 years. He went all around the world, and he was in Philadelphia one day and had a concert at Citizens Bank Park, and I had tickets, but I missed it because I was in the hospital with pneumonia. Yeah, and I was really looking forward to that show because it had been postponed due to COVID a couple of years ago. So, yeah, what are you going to do? But So hopefully Elton John gets better. And it is sort of weird, you know. I gotta find out the name of this infection that affects his eyes, his vision. That is really strange. But hopefully he's okay. So anyway, what else is going on? Oh, happy birthday today. Two people. The late Raquel Welch. Huh? Raquel Welch. She would have been like 84, I believe, today. Raquel Welch was just, ah, just, I don't even want to talk about it. She was just beautiful, sexy, good, good Raquel. Why am I doing this with my two hands? But I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, she, you know what I like to read? Well, I like to read a lot of things, but yeah, Raquel Welch. Um, she was in this movie. Did you remember this movie called Fantastic Journey? Fantastic Voyage. And it's about the this really important guy who had the secrets of uh, nuclear stuff, had a brain tumor, and they couldn't operate. They needed to shrink. The premises looks really kind of wacky and stupid, but it was a good movie about it. In the 60s. They had to shrink this team down and ship. You know, they could get them in a needle. This is ridiculous, isn't it? And they put this team in the bloodstream of this dying man with the brain tumor and the aneurysm or whatever. And then the team had to cruise through the sky system to his brain, where they would laser the tumor or the aneurysm, whatever it was, and this guy would be okay. And it was like the whole thing was about, you know, oh, we're taking a left turn. Oh, we took a wrong turn at the kidneys. Now we got to go around the liver. And we got to go up to the heart. And they go through the chambers. And they got to, like, when they go through the chambers, because it's so loud, they have to, it only takes like a minute to get through. But during that time, if they're caught in the chamber, they could slow the heart down. The doctors, the team, the real doctors, they were radio message that slowed heart down. We're going through the heart. So they slowed it down. They actually stopped the heart. They stopped the friggin' heart. And so this miniature team, their spaceship went through the heart. They had to get to the end of the heart before they resuscitated this scientist again, because if they got caught inside one of the chambers, they would get crushed and it would be too loud. Well, to make a long story short, yeah, in case you didn't see the movie, they get through. They just about get through, and they make their way up the neck, into the ear, and they go through, and they up to the brain, and I won't tell you what happens there, but yeah. And then it's a big deal about how to get out of the body. You know, there's certain ways to get out of the body, like gross, but they said through the eyes, the pools of the eyes, the tears of the eyes, and that's it. Had they got out of there, and their spaceship was destroyed by microbes, antibiotic things in the body, because the spaceship was a virus or something. I don't know. Doesn't it sound stupid? Anyway, I'm getting back to my Raquel Welch was in this movie, and she was in there as one of the little tiny people that they shrunk to go in and laser the guy's brain. So she was there, and she was wearing this tight wetsuit kind of thing, and she was just like bursting out. I'm just saying. But this spaceship, this was like what, 50, 60 years ago. And they still don't have anything like this, where they could shrink people down and they inject you through the body. Me, they injected these guys into my body. With my luck, they'd end up at the feet. Oh, we're here. The ingrown toenails. Imagine if they did that. Imagine if they shrunk these guys to different people, their ailments. No, we're here to take care of the hemorrhoids. No. But okay, so that's Raquel Welch. Happy birthday, Raquel. Oh, you know the other one I thought I looked her in? Roller derby. Kansas City Bomber was called. It was about a roller derby team, and the roller derby was very popular in the 60s. And Raquel Welch played like this Judy Arnold. Remember Judy Arnold? Arnold, if I could say her. She was this blonde roller derby star. Philadelphia Warriors. Philadelphia Warriors. And she played a similar person. We did a role. Excuse me. So this Raquel Welch, she was skating around, and of course she looks good too. Whatever. So happy birthday. The other person whose birthday is today, Michael Keaton. What the hell's wrong with me? 73 years old. Michael Keaton, 73. And you know, Michael Keaton has this movie coming out now. Beetlejuice, where he reprises his role, his iconic role as Beetlejuice. Now, you know, the original Beetlejuice, I remember it came out in the mid-80s, and like throughout the 80 movies, you know, we thought it was cool back then. We thought, oh, Beetlejuice, oh, this is real. But, you know, Keaton was good. He was good in it. But when I just watched it again, not that long ago, and I'm sitting there watching it, I thought, this is really stupid. It's a stupid movie. Well, it's just a stupid movie. But, you know, it had a young Alec Baldwin, it had a young Gina Davis, and yeah, Christine Ricci, real freaking body chick. And Dick Cavett was in that movie. Can you believe Dick Cavett? And yeah, when I watched it again, I thought, what the hell are we thinking back in the movie? This is a stupid movie. But anyway, so it's the Beetlejuice coming up soon. I saw too Michael Keaton. He gave a speech to graduating class somewhere in the country. I forget where, but he gave the speech, and at the end, his final words of wisdom to all these graduating students, this college. His final words, Michael Keaton. Guess what he said to them? Final word, 2 words. I'm Batman. Honest to God, that's what he said. I'm Batman. Which he was. You remember that movie? He was Batman at one time. Everybody was Batman. George Clooney was Batman. Keaton was Batman. And Bruce Who was Batman. I was Batman. I'm Batman. But that's either he's joking or he really thinks he's Batman. I don't think so. But anyway, happy birthday, Michael Keaton. The other guy who's having some health problems that I know about, Brian May, the guitarist for Queen, said on his website he had a minor stroke. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He said, I don't want any sympathy. I don't want my inbox clogged with get well soon messages. I'm fine. Of course, there was a little time there I couldn't play the guitar because my left arm was paralyzed, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Apparently he's okay now. And he said he played guitar again, which is really good. So, but, you know, I'm thinking all these classic guys that guys I grew up with, guys I admire, are breaking down because we all get older. It's just a natural thing. We all get older, right? And no matter how well you take care of yourself, which is good, you should. That's why I'm starting to diet tomorrow. So I have to take care of myself better, feel better. Um, sooner or later, Father Time wins. And you just do the best you can for as long as you can. You take it one day at a time. And that's what Brian May is doing. And, I hope he feels better too. He had a heart attack not too long ago either, which he also claimed was a little heart attack. Don't worry. Don't send me any cards. No, I don't want any sympathy. It was just a heart attack. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's all it was. Anyway, which is it's kind of ironic, isn't it? Because Queen had an album out called Sheer Heart Attack. Remember that? And whatever the connection is, I feel that I just okay. Anyway, hey, the Phillies, Phillies pulled another one out, 4 in a row. They went up to Toronto, took both of the games, swept the Blue Jays. Oh, the Blue Jays really stink, don't they? Oh, what the hell happened to them? They had all the talent in the world up there. Dante Bichette's kid, Bo Bichette, and Craig Biggio's kid was up there. Vladdy Guerrero, his kid. And it seems like they draft all these kids of former great major leaguers, but they're not panning out. Guerrero's having a good year, but the Blue Jays stink. Their pitching is awful. Oh, terrible. So they have a lot of work to do up there. It was sort of like a little bit of revenge because the Phillies losing in '93 the World Series to the stinking Blue Jays. So they went a little payback. It was sort of like 30 years later, but it was payback. Yeah, payback. So the Phillies now go from way up north, the Great White North, to way down south, Miami Beach. And they're playing the Marlins tonight for 4 games over the weekend. And the Marlins stink too. So I would expect the Phillies to take 3 out of 4 at least. Phillies are going for a division here. The Marlins have nothing to go for. There's another team. They had all the talent in the world. Think about it. They had Cabrera. They had Christian Yelich, JT Realmuto. They had Marcell Ozuna at one time. I mean, the Marlins had all this talent, and they didn't want to pay them. They were cheap as hell down there. They didn't want to pay these guys. So they thought the Marlins' way was, all right, which was a stupid way. They groomed these guys to be great players. And once they started like 4 or 5 years and they wanted to get paid their first real contract, the Marlins would trade them or let them go to free agency. Because they said, we'll just start over. We'll just groom new players, But it didn't work out that way because pretty soon the farm ran dry, And if you produce these talented players, they once had a great farm system. Isn't it prudent that you want to keep those players and you want to build on that? And the Marlins have had some good years. They've had some championships there. Last year they were in the playoffs. This year, not so much. So, I don't know. I had too much to worry than the Marlins, stinking Marlins. So, Phillies are down there for the weekend, and before they come back, so let's hope they sweep the fish, they grill the fish. However you like your fish, they bake the fish, and you can see the headlines. Phillies grill Marlins. Phillies grilled fish, fried fish, fried fish. Anyway, so and then of course they got the Eagles gear run one day too soon, but that's okay. That's okay. Uh, Eagles tomorrow playing in Brazil. They're down there. They're down there. They survived the flight. They're down there practicing today. You know, isn't it an odd thing? They're 1 hour ahead of us. Usually, when you're on the East Coast of the United States, nobody's ahead of you unless you're talking Europe. You have then those people over there are 6 hours, 5 hours ahead. But usually it's behind us, Midwest, West Coast, you know. But Brazil time, they're an hour ahead of us. So Eagles are down there to getting ready for the big game tomorrow. It's Green Bay in the football hotbed of the world, Sao Paulo, Brazil. But yeah, like I said, most of the players don't want to go. Their attitude was, let's get down there, let's win the game, let's get the hell out. John Unbreakable, you know? I mean, that was a home game. I hate the why in the bench, but that was a home game that should have been played right at the lake. First game of the season, the rookie of the season in Philadelphia. No. Whatever. Let's just hope the Eagles win. Eagles 31, Packers 24. I'll give them 24 points. All right, I told you who I was going to pick as far as the football. And every week we'll go through the football, and maybe we'll pick one game that I really like, and we'll do that. Huh? But overall, the divisions, we got to start in the NFC East. I think the Eagles are going to win the division, not because I'm an Eagle fan. No, me, an Eagle fan, look at me. Ugh. The other reason, Cowboys won it last year. No team has won the NFC East 2 years in a row in 20 years. That's, that can't be just a coincidence to me. You would think in 20 years, somebody would 12 in a row. I don't know what it is, but it's a very competitive division, number one. And I just don't think Dallas is good enough to win it again. So I would say Eagles are going to take that division. They're saying the Commanders, Washington. I hear there's a petition to bring back the old name Redskins again. I don't know if that's what flying about, but we'll see. Washington should be third. And from what I'm hearing, the Giants suck. What else is there? But the Giants really suck this year. Of course, Saquon Barkley is on with our teams, with the Eagles now. And the Giants, I said this all along. I hate to pat myself on the back, or the shoulder, or the head, whatever. Daniel Jones is not the man. Not the man. When they drafted him, I was like, not that I really care what the Giants do, but I'm like, that's a mistake. And the Eagles are going to benefit from that. And they have. Because Daniel Jones, he was okay in college, but he wasn't this like big stud prospect, blue chip guy. And I'm like, Daniel who? And they drafted Daniel Jones, and they invested a lot in him. And he sucks. What more can I say? He's not good. So all those people up in New York, oh, Big G, Giants, oh, Big Blue, oh, no. Until you get a real quarterback up there, it's not going to happen. For the Giants, if they were smart, they'd tank the season. And because apparently there's good quarterback coming out next season, including that Colorado quarterback. And tank the season, Giants, and get a decent friggin' quarterback for once, right? But they won't listen to me. Nobody listens to me. What the hell? Except you. You listen. Sometimes. Anyway, so that's my prediction for the NFC Eagles. NFC North, you know what? I'm not really sold on the Lions. Lions are good. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of speed. And they're fun to watch. I like to watch them play. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a come down for them this year. Actually, I think the Packers are going to win that division. Pencil in the Packers. That's why tomorrow night's game, even though it's the first game of the season, is a really big game because I think the Eagles will win their division. I think the Packers are going to win their division. And then I think they may meet the playoffs. And whoever wins tomorrow's game, it's going to count very heavily as to who has home field advantage once they meet the players. I think the Bears finished third. Everybody with the Bears are like the trendy team. You know, Bears this, Bears that. Bear this, that. Now, I don't think Chicago is going to be that good. I think they're okay, but I don't think they're going to win the division. And going up the rear, there's Skull, the Minnesota Vikings. They stink. And I don't think they're going to do anything this year. NFC South. Now there's a competitive division. Are the Falcons? Everybody's picking the Falcons too. Falcons this, Falcons that. I don't know. You know who I like? Not the Saints. I don't like the Saints. Don't like the Bucks, the Buccaneers. Don't like them. Carolina Panthers. I think Carolina's going to have a good year. I think they're going to rebound because they've got a new coach. They've added to their offensive and defensive lines in their linebacker. And they have some talent in Carolina. You know, there's always a team. Think about it. There's always a team that kind of goes from worst to first. Every year. Look at it. Last year it was the Texans. The Texans stunk, and then all of a sudden it got good. CJ Stroud, right? That's what happened. It went from worst to first. This year, oh, dogs. This year could be Carolina, mark my word. NFC West, I don't like the 49ers. You know, there's that old thing, whoever loses the Super Bowl sometimes will not even make the Super Bowl, let alone make the playoffs. 49ers, I think there's too much turmoil. People are hurt. I don't think Brock Purdy is all cooked up to be. I don't like. And the Rams, I don't know. The Rams have a lot of speed with Cooper Kupp and Puka. I don't know. I'm not a big Matthew Stafford fan. Seattle, yeah. So Arizona, the Arizona Cardinals, are they really going to? Well, I'll tell you what, they played very well last year. They came into Philadelphia, beat the Eagles. But then again, the little mother sisters in the poor could have came and beat the Eagles last season. That's how bad those games. But look out for Arizona. I think if Kyler Murray can stay healthy, I think Arizona is going to improve this year. I think so. AFC, well, you know, the East is up for grabs. You got Miami with all that speed. You got Buffalo, but they got rid of their receivers, and they're getting old. I thought Buffalo was going to get to the Super Bowl last year, and they had Kansas City at home in that playoff game, and they blew. The Jets, everybody's in on the Jets. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, the Jets have a great team. Oh, this, oh, that. I don't think the Jets are going to do much. And New England, they stink. No wonder Bill Belichick jumped ship. Like a rat, he just jumped ship. He didn't want no parts of New England. If I had to pick a team, I'd say Miami because they're young, they're fast. I don't like Tua as a quarterback, but I like Miami. AFC North, the Browns. Is Deshaun Watson going to get his head out of his butt and finally start playing some football? Browns have a good team, stout defense. I don't know. Quarterback, and they don't have Joe Flacco. So Browns are a good team, but everything revolves around the quarterback. And if Deshaun Watson isn't up to snuff, they're screwed. So Cincinnati is on comeback. But is Joe Burrow healthy? I don't know. Baltimore, they're okay. They got Derrick Henry now, and they still have Lamar Jackson. And yeah, Baltimore's going to be there. But I don't know, not too soon. Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, I don't know. I just get this feeling Pittsburgh's on decline. They got Justin Fields there, and they got Wilson there as quarterbacks. Aren't they all both washed up? I don't know. Hey, so if I had to pick a winner there, I'd say, I think Baltimore's still gonna. Baltimore. Cincinnati has to show me. So does Cleveland. Oh, yeah. AFC South. Are the Texans going to do it again? Jacksonville, are they going to come back? Doug Peterson with Trevor Lawrence, right? Are they on the upswing? What about Indianapolis? I don't know. I had to make a guess and say it's Houston again, but I'm not that crazy. But I don't think they're ready to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody's on the Houston band, not me. Not me. Yeah. And finally, we have the AFC West. And everybody, Kansas City. Well, until somebody beats them, yes. Kansas City is, they just have a good thing going. Patrick Mahomes is in his prime. Kelsey, Andy Reid, they always restock too. Just when you think the Chiefs are declining, because they didn't have Tyreek Hill last year, they step up. So until somebody beats them, it's the Chiefs. I don't want Chargers, the Raiders, the Broncos, just there. So, the Chiefs win the division, but how far will they get in the playoffs? I don't know. Who is good enough to knock them off? All right, I'm going to cut through the Chiefs because it's getting late and you're probably sleeping on the end. Who's going to get to the Super Bowl? My prediction. Here it is. Kansas City. Duh. Kansas City's going to be motivated this year. They're not going to be complacent. That's the thing about the Chiefs. You would think they would say, well, we won it once, and we won it twice. That's what normal teams do. They go on the banquet circuit to eat the rubber chicken during the season. And they get all fat and sassy. And they're not motivated, not hungry enough to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone win the Super Bowl. There's something about this Kansas City team that is. And I think no team in NFL history has won the Super Bowl 3 years ago. Hard enough to win 2 years ago. Kansas City has that shit. That's why they're going to stay motivated, and that's why they're going to get back to the Super Bowl. NFC, who gets there? The Lions, they're close. The Packers, God forbid the 49ers, those whining fans. Lord Almighty, don't let it be the Cowboys, please. If it's the Cowboys, take me down. Take me down. I'll be doing better. Look who I'm doing. Yeah? Look at this. See the bird? Look at this. Old school. I'm very old school. Kelly Green. It's a Randall Cunningham. Old school jersey. Can't see my back, but on the back, if you can see it, it says Cunningham. Not Richie Cunningham. Not Happy Days. Randall Cunningham. Not Billy Cunningham. The Kangaroo Kid. Yeah, I used to play and coach for the Sixers. Not good. Right? Yeah. All right, what about trying to say? Try to say the Eagles are going to get back to the Super Bowl. They've retooled. The defense is better. The offensive line is still good, even without Kelsey. Now they have a lot of weapons for AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts is going to play better this year. He may be, forget Aaron Rodgers. He's goofy. Jalen Hurts, MVP. Eagles get back to the Super Bowl. Rematch with the Kansas City Chiefs. Rematch with Andy Reid. Rematch with Patrick Mahomes. This time, the Eagles kick it. They don't let down at halftime. Don't forget, in the Super Bowl, the Eagles were ahead of the Chiefs by 10 points. And then everything went to hell in the second half. Not this year. Eagles are going to be motivated. They're going to get there. They're going to beat the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs, three Super Bowl in the run. No, it's not going to happen. The gods are with the Eagles. The Eagles win the Super Bowl. And my prediction comes true, which I said back in the spring, in case you weren't watching me, all the Facebook fans out there. Phillies win the World Series this year. Eagles win the Super Bowl. That's right. We have 2 parades in a span of 3 months. That's it, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so that's my prediction. Eagles, Kansas City, rematch in the Super Bowl. Yay! Let's see what happens. It all starts tonight. Chiefs, Ravens. Ooh. Crikey. Ooh, crikey. All right, well, everybody, thanks for watching. Hey, before I go, how was wrong with you? Can't forget about my patron saint of this Hopkins. Why not? Now, this is a group shot, as you can see. There's my buddy in the forefront. We miss you, Mama. We love you. And there's a my Katie there. Okay. And I don't know who that guy in the green was. He's wearing a Eagles sweatshirt. I have no idea who it is. He's a good looking guy, I'll say that, isn't he? Oh, he looks sort of Tom Cruise-ish. Whatever. Yeah. Looking good. I can see now. I put on a few cuts on it. Yeah, I see that man. Well, I'm going to work on that. I told you I'm starting to dot tomorrow. And so, if you hear if I'm a little cranky in the next few days, and if I'm a little bitchy and cranky and snappy, as we call it, on the dot, and the first few days are really rough. Because your stomach says, I want to delete. And your mind says, you can do, what can you? It's basically bread and water. No, I'm just kidding. It's the stuff I'm supposed to have. Salad, which I like a good salad, salmon, is okay. Turkey, chicken. Yeah. That's about it. Not much to it. So, in a few weeks, you'll see these jowls will be dropping. Everything's going to be dropping in a week. And yeah, now we'll kind of look like this picture again. Old and gray. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching this show, the podcast. And everybody, peace and love. Have a great day. Go Phillies tonight in Miami. I see the Chiefs win tonight. They're going to cover the 3. And Chiefs win. And they beat the Ravens. Should be a good game. So football's back. Thank you. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Take care. Have a great day. Thank you.